How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be giving you guys our top tips to get a perfect score on the SAT.
These are kind of like unique tricks and tips that myself and Linus have come across over our times prepping and taking the SAT and working for that perfect score.
Henry and I both actually got perfect scores on our SAT, so that's an 800 on the English reading section and an 800 on the math section. And while that may sound impressive right now, by the end of the video you're going to understand how we did it and you're going to be able to replicate it yourself.
This one helped me a lot. Going to khanacademy.com and doing a lot of their practice tests. They break down each specific different section so you can really study exactly what you need.
So the first tip that I have is actually something that's going to cost you a little bit of money. And it's that you're going to want to go out and buy one of these books. This is an SAT practice test book. I got this at Barnes & Noble. I think it was about 20 bucks. As you can see here, it was 50% off. This book is just filled with practice tests, little summaries of what you're going to see on the test. A lot of the SAT is just familiarity. It's just knocking it into your brain, you know, a million times so that when you finally see it on the test, you're like, oh, I got this. You know, I've seen this a million times before. So if you get a book like this with practice tests, by the time the real test comes around, you're going to be all set. It's going to be your bread and butter, like riding a bike.
Another tip is to read a lot of complex literature and different texts to kind of get your mind dealing with new vocabulary and learning how to comprehend difficult texts and learning how to analyze and find the deeper meaning in the different texts. So
as much as the SAT is about familiarity, it's also about endurance. Over the course of taking the test, your body's going through a lot. You're looking at the same paper for about 4 hours. It's very taxing on the body. To counter that and to get used to that, you need to build up finger strength. You're going to be filling out bubbles for 4 hours. Fingers got to be strong enough so that you can do that, because that's not an easy task. Bodybuilders, you see them pumping iron all the time, you know, it's just something you got to train the muscles to do the task so that when game day comes, you're ready. So a few exercises that I like to do, I'll show you right now. So one is just taking your hand like this, just bend the fingers as far back as you can. See, back in my prime, I could really get them all the way back to my wrist. Just pull them back as hard as you can. If you hear any cracks, don't worry about it. It's just part of the game here. Another one is punching something really hard. So I like to use my punching bag. So guys, the morning of the test, I'm gonna just run in here really quick. I'm gonna get on the bag and just bang out a couple rounds just to get my knuckles ready and just really build up that finger strength, get the finger muscles nice and tender for the test. So basically, guys, I like to do at least 40 punches like this every single day. You know, making sure I'm hitting smack onto the target and just really not leaving anything on the table in terms of power. I'm going all out. The more my knuckles bleed, the more ready I feel for the test. So if it hurts, guys, that's just really part of the process. I don't know what to tell you. It is worth it in the end. I can promise you that.
Also, you could pay a large fortune for specific SAT tutoring classes. Professional tutors, large tutor groups. Just spend as much money as you need, because you know, the more money you spend, the smarter you'll be. You know, that's what they say, you know. Alright.
This next one also ties into the idea of conserving energy throughout the duration of the test. So as I said before, you want your fingers to have the endurance to be able to fill out, you know, a million bubbles throughout the course of the test. But something that a lot of people don't think about is your back and your spine. It's hard to sit up straight like this all day long, obviously. Like, you can't do this all day. So this technique, it's slouching in your chair during the test. So when I sit up straight like this, I'm wasting a lot of energy in these back lumbar muscles. There's just a lot of strain that's going to build up over the course of the 4-hour test. And so to get around that, what I'm going to do is just slouch back. It's that simple, guys. So when you look around the test room, a lot of people are going to be sitting straight up like this, hands on the desk, pencil in one hand. They're sitting like this. They look like they're ready to, you know, catch a football or something. But that's not what you want to do, okay? Because this is wasting energy right here. Like, I'm already tired from sitting like this. So you're gonna want to sit someone like this. You know, your swag's back, arms crossed, teacher passes out the test, and then you just take the pencil. I like to barely peek over the brim of my glasses like this. So this position right here is actually saving some strain on my neck, because I could sit like this all day, to be honest. It's very, very comfortable.
So this trick worked really well for me, and I told this to a lot of other people, and it worked well for them too. It's drinking a lot of water right before you go and take your test. I'm talking like 2, 3, maybe 4 gallons, just straight water chug. Don't go to the bathroom. Even if you have to, just don't. It wastes energy, it wastes time. Chug like 4 or 5 gallons of water. It preserves your memory, helps you focus. Chug it right before, like 5 to 10 minutes before your test.
Again, like I said, the whole test is about endurance. So something that you're gonna wanna do to just be at your peak performance is get to the test center late. Now that might sound a little crazy. A few of you might be a little stressed out by even thinking about the notion of being late. But so school obviously is, for a lot of us, a draining environment. You're locked within the same 4 walls all day long. So your brain, when it goes into a school, it's thinking, oh, it's time to go to sleep, you know, I'm drained, like, you know, this is terrible. So you're gonna be all tired and everything. So you wanna limit the amount of time that you're in the test center, which is gonna be a school. So limit the amount of time that you're in that draining environment. They'll maximize your body's endurance. What I like to do is to look at the recommended time for showing up. Usually it's about an hour before the test starts. And whatever that time is, I just add a half hour on. Usually I'll show up when everyone's walking into the room. I just ask someone, say, hey, you know, what's my group? Usually they'll say, hey, you're late, like get out here. Just sneak your way in. Hop into any random line, it doesn't matter. You just tell them that it was their mistake, they didn't have you on their little roster. They'll believe you 10 times out of 10, guys. Works like a charm, and yeah.
So also the night before your test, I recommend cramming all the way through the night to your test. Yeah, you heard me right. So you're not sleeping that night. You're gonna start maybe like 6 p.m. You're gonna go all the way that night, keep cramming all the way until you have to go to your test. Because when you sleep, you actually lose information, you know? So when you're cramming, it's just constantly in your mind. Don't need sleep. Just sleep maybe a night before, a couple hours the night before, and then just cram the whole night, because that's what really helped me on my SAT.
So once you're actually in the test center, which is going to be a classroom, you want to tell your body that it's time to get down to business. So much like a basketball player, when you step onto the basketball court, you're telling your body, it's game time, I'm focused, I'm in the zone. Because really, a lot of the test is just about being in the zone. You have to be in the right mindset to take the test for 4 hours. So to make sure you're going to be in the zone for the entire duration of the test, you're going to want to use this one simple trick. So throughout the test, I think it's between the reading and the literacy section or something like that, and then between that section and the math, the moderator is going to give you a 10-minute break or so just to use the bathroom or eat. But my advice, even though everyone else is going to get up, my advice is to sit down and don't take any breaks throughout the duration of the test. You're going to want to stay in the zone, guys. Okay? If you get up, you're breaking your focus, you're not in the zone anymore. So during the breaks, you got to be like this, right? Alright, so you're looking down at the desk, moderator says, okay, it's break time. Everyone else gets up, you have to stay zoned in, staring straight at your desk. Don't take your eyes off the desk, just like this, right? And then breaks back up, you get your page back out, you're going in. You're going in, you're in the zone, guys, okay? It's what it's all about.
This is kind of like a pro tip, only the experts use this one.
We like to call it the sure go option. It's option C. You always want to pick C.
Yeah, because you think about it, the test takers are like, oh, they'll never just all pick all C. But actually, more than 60% of the time, all the answers are all C.
When I took the SAT, my entire answer sheet was just C, 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 A, C, 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 you know, all C's. Even if you know the answer, it's not right. There's always a trick, so just always pick C, whether or not you think you know the answer. For this last one, guys, I just need to zoom in, just so you guys, this one's really important.
This is the biggest tip.
This one is the ultimate tactic to get a perfect score. You've sat through this entire video, you've been writing down, you've been taking notes, you know, memorizing everything. But the fact of the matter is, you need to like this video and subscribe to this channel to get a better SAT score. I hate to say it, but it's true, guys. Studies have shown that if you like this video within 10 seconds and comment "done when done," your SAT score will go up 100 points instantly.
That's because me and Linus, we know a couple guys from College Board, and we can hook you guys up if you like and subscribe and share this video.
So guys, that's basically gonna do it.
Me and Linus, we've been through this, and we're just hoping to help you guys out.
And if there's just one thing I can close on, it's don't get stressed out about the test. It's just a test. You can take it as many times as you want. When you send your scores to colleges, a lot of the times they'll get super score, which just means that they take the best score. So it really doesn't matter your first few times around. It's not something to stress about. You know, at the end of the day, if you get a bad score, it's not the end of the world.
Make sure you like, subscribe, like I said, and be back next week because we go weekly. Yeah.
I'm about to fire Hugh Hefner-esque, feeling like I just found a huge treasure chest.